Hey guys and gals, Bernie here, and ladies and gentlemen, just when you think that the internet couldn't get any more crazy than it's already been, we get new drama that materializes out of nowhere. And considering my career as a YouTuber, I mean I should be happy, right? Well, no, because people I genuinely respect and admire are involved. Today we're going to talk about how fear caused Mutahar to denounce his friendship with Nuxtaku without giving him the benefit of the doubt, embarrass himself publicly, and lose the trust of so many of his viewers. Now, as much as it pains me to see one of my idols in such a state, I'm going to analyze the situation with the care and journalistic integrity that the Some Ordinary Gamers I grew up watching had. And I'm going to try my best to be honest and as respectful as I possibly can be. But I can't promise I won't clown on Muda here and there though. Also, I want to preface here and now that I'll be calling him Muda in this video, not to be parasocial, but Muda is just easier to say, so yeah. I also want to make it clear that I am still a fan of Muda and I want to believe that he can redeem himself, but that won't stop me from being critical of him. But what happened to spark this awful situation, you might ask? And to answer your question, yesterday Muda uploaded a video called Post Nux Clarity. Banger name! But its contents are, well, kinda unhinged to put it bluntly. And its contents have Mutahar abolishing Nuxtaku throughout its runtime and effectively ending their relationship. Now, why would he do that? Well, this is the timeline, or at least the boiled down version of Nuxtaku and Mutahar are, or at least were, friends. Nuxtaku went on a whole anti-lolly campaign, but saying that it's to please Muda shows clear bias, and I don't think that can be proven. Rev Says Desu, a big commentary YouTuber, calls Nux out for this and says that he has in the past used lolly in his thumbnails and used it in his content in the past. And Nux made a response video to that, which as you can see wasn't very well received. As for its contents, this was effectively a schizo post and bro kinda cooked himself and made a lot of unsubstantiated claims against Rev and threatened to deplatform him. Yeah. Now, Muda around 2 years ago said stuff effectively abolishing watching things like lolly and saying that it has real world consequences, which is a fair thing to say. But people called him out for being a hypocrite here because he has admitted to watching cartel execution videos, which is a very similar evil.
I want to also address this statement as well. Now, on the podcast, I talked about a morbid curiosity that I have with like beheading videos, like cartel stuff on the internet.
Before we break down this video though, it's important to explain the terms lolly and lolicon. Lolly means a young or young-looking female character in anime and manga. Now, the important term is young-looking, meaning that the term mainly defines female characters with petite body types and not outright children. Another very important term is the term lolicon, which is effectively a fascination with child or childlike girls, often in a sexual manner. And let's just say that this term is often closely associated with PDF files, right? Now, to play devil's advocate here, it's obvious why Muda would frantically try to distance himself from that kind of thing given his online persona. Like, no exaggeration, this is career-ending stuff. Now, he starts off the video by saying that Nux is an ex-friend. He then says that Nux convinced him to react to a certain hentai about high school students. And he insinuates that the anime in question is lolly because they were in high school, which shows that he just doesn't understand what the term means. And that's why before we went into this segment of the video, I made sure to explain what the term meant so that you can understand the implications of his statements and how this video might never have even been made had he bothered to do research on the meaning of the term lolly, which is very unlike Muda. If you've been watching his content for long enough, you know he's very thorough. So how he missed this is beyond me. And this take of his ended up being very hypocritical because his favorite hentai is also about high schoolers. So again, another thing that is very unlike Muda with this hypocrisy here. The next section of his video was him addressing the fact that he watches cartel execution videos, which as I said is a very weird thing to be doing with your spare time. And this is the next thing that is also very unlike Muda. He shows that he frequently doesn't consume Nux's content, and in essence he self-reports himself that he didn't even, for the sake of this video that he's posting, Do research on the guy before saying any of this. This is the same Mutahar that uncovered that Pastor Quiboloy was running an illegal cult. This is the same guy that made an in-depth expose on Kefals, and he didn't even watch a single video of his or call him before uploading this, which really shows what headspace he was in when he made this video. Now, why did he make this video? Reddit. He saw this post on Reddit and it influenced him into making this video. Now, it's sad that he let himself get baited into this. Like, how are you with all your time on the internet and with your massive following getting baited by Reddit posts? But at the same time, it makes sense why he would get so worried, as Mutahar has a reputation for calling people out on their awful behavior himself, and the fact that he has had quite a clean reputation on YouTube. Now, he did get a lot of negative backlash on this video and he ended up deleting it. But there are of course re-uploads on YouTube right now. After deleting it, he made this community post saying, regarding the last video about Nux, while I can't be a friend after some of the recent things that surfaced, I do feel I did an overreaction and stemmed from being emotional on the reaction from the community on Reddit. I've been watching my content for the past few weeks and have realized my channel has slipped into a slop channel. I have made more drama related content over the last several months than I have fun, engaging and informative content. That includes producing videos that don't release daily. I need to take more time and release content a couple times a week that stands in quality and not quantity. I don't do this for a job, so honestly, going out of my way to constantly chase trends has done nothing beneficial for me other than alienate my most hardcore fans. I need to take a few days off and reset and produce better content that isn't the latest trends or internet drama. While that produces a good view count, it's not the kind of content I want to be known for. I'll be back with content that I'm proud of. In regards to past collaborations, all I can do is apologize and promise to do better. Now, that's effectively the whole situation on Mutahar's side. But while I was editing this video, while I was writing this script, Nux uploads a video on his second channel called Mutahar. Now, it's effectively a podcast where he's talking about the whole situation. And Nux says that he and Mutahar talked it out privately and they are still friends, which shows that Nux is a very good friend and is very patient and understanding. In many other cases, this is grounds for excommunication. Nux says that Hassan, the guy that said America deserved 9/11 and also the guy that romanticized a terrorist on his stream, effectively called Muta a PDF file. Okay man, sure. He also says that the SomeOrdinary podcast did not end because of him like a lot of people thought. It ended because of an ownership dispute between Muta and a management company, and not what people insinuated it was, which was a relation between Nux and Shadman, the artist that draws lolly stuff, the artist that was related to Eva Chris Tyson. But most importantly, the most important part of this podcast for me was when his lovely co-host mentions that Mutahar should take responsibility and apologize publicly. You don't do what Muta did and try to settle it in the DMs. I think the only way for Muta to truly redeem himself is to publicly apologize to Nux and address this situation, which I hope he will. I want to believe he will, but yeah, that's the whole situation, people. Moral of the story, don't allow yourself to get rage baited and give your friends the benefit of the doubt. Well, that's about it. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.